Okay, so today is Thursday. I actually took off today from work to work on some of my stuff for my real job here, and of course that is YouTube, for anyone who is just wondering. Yeah, I wanted to bring you guys some of the reviews, just some of the products that I've been using and some of the devices I've been using on a daily, and give you my opinion on it. Oh, and also last night was Kobe Bryant's last game as an NBA freaking legend. Let's just acknowledge the greatness that is Kobe Bean freaking Bryant. Let's get into it. Perfect. So as we all know, the Apple Pencil has been out for a few months now, as it came out with the iPad Pro 12.7 inch. But you know, the 12.7 inch iPad is kind of ridiculously oversized, to be honest with you. That's ridiculous. I might as well just carry this thing around. This is the same size. It's 13 inches. So the 9.7 inch iPad Pro, yes, you do lose screen real estate, but I think it's worth it for the portability. So that sacrifice is completely worth it in my opinion. But is it worth you upgrading from your iPad Air 2? Now, that just all depends, to be honest with you. Let me explain why. But the reason why you would upgrade to the iPad Pro, in my opinion, is because of the keyboard and the pen. Now, if you're not going to utilize these two main features or these two main devices added to the iPad Pro, it's not worth an upgrade to me, because the iPad Air 2 is plenty fast, although the iPad Pro is ridiculously stupid fast with the A9X chip that they have in these devices. You're able to get Bluetooth keyboards with the iPad. You've always been able to add that accessory. It's a matter if you want to use Apple's specific product. Now, me personally, I don't really care for the keyboard, even though I have typed on it in the store. It does feel pretty good, although it feels semi-cramped. I really prefer actually using the 12.9 inch keyboard. If you don't plan on using pretty much the Apple Pencil, I would say stick with your iPad Air 2. For a person who does not have an iPad, is this iPad worth picking up? I say 100% it is. If you have the means in order to do so, this iPad is the best iPad that Apple has created. The iPad Pro is just a powerhouse of a device, but I do have a couple of flaws and gripes about the way Apple does their tablet line currently. Yeah, so let's get into that. Okay, so here are my first flaws with this device. So this has the second gen Touch ID. This is supposed to be a Pro device, so we're supposed to get all of your best specs that you're able to put or fit into this device. Now, especially at the premium that you're paying for this thing. Like, let's be real, come on, Apple. So the second gripe, this is something that most reviewers have already gone over as far as charging your Apple Pencil. That just doesn't even seem safe. Like, it doesn't even feel like it's supposed to be like that. It's almost a deal breaker as far as picking up the Apple Pencil, because you really don't have anywhere to store the Apple Pencil, which brings me to my next issue, the Apple Pencil. The Apple Pencil is the best stylus on the market by far, minimal to zero lag, and you're able to pretty much create some pretty cool stuff. As you can see, I was able to draw this random ass Gohan. This was one of the first drawings that I actually did with the iPad Pro and the Apple Pencil. One thing that Microsoft got correct with the Surface line was that it has a magnetic connection where you can just throw it and it connects here. Then of course, you know, you have this little bit here. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose this, or my dog's gonna somehow chew on it. I don't know what kind of design element you can do, maybe something that slides down. Those flaws are very small and very minimal. That's just me nitpicking and being the reviewer that I am, or the consumer, but your results may vary, or your thoughts may vary. But I have not gotten into the main reason why I'm kind of upset with Apple, and this goes with all tablets as a whole. Let's get into that real quick. So here's the biggest flaw with tablets as a whole, and that includes Apple and Android. Understand that this iPad Pro is probably one of, or the most powerful tablet on the market right now. Easily by far the best iPad ever created. There are some major limitations that Apple just tends to not want to get rid of for some reason. I don't care how powerful this device is. At the end of the day, it's still an iPad. For me personally, Microsoft has started a wave that Apple and other manufacturers should follow. Honestly, the crossover convertible type device is the future. I get it. The thing that's limiting the tablet market, and I think is what's causing the tablet market to die off a little bit, the operating system. Now, I'm running iOS on a device of this caliber. Just think about that. Those are huge limitations. Not only Apple's doing that, but Android and Google, they're doing the same thing. I'm not sure how hard this is to create. I'm not a freaking engineer. I don't know any of that stuff, but I can tell you this. Apple is completely aware of this situation. They are completely capable of doing this. Let me know in the comments down below, am I tripping with this? Are tablets just a dying breed? I don't expect Apple to give us a full version of the Mac OS. Just give us a portion of it so that we're able to actually run actual desktop applications, so that this then can be considered a pro device. The hybrid computers, are they the future? Is that the step that we're going, or the direction that we're going? Because if so, I'm thinking that Apple and Google and all these other manufacturers are gonna have to step their game up. I don't like the way manufacturers, especially Apple, how they're throwing around this word pro. I don't consider myself a pro user by any means or any stretch, but I do consider myself a power user. And what I can tell you is that this iPad, although it has all the potential in the world, it will be hindered and limited until they change the operating system. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm done talking. It is now your turn. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. That's all I have for you guys today in this video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy the content and you want to see more from your boy. My name's K.dot, and until next time, remember, if you aren't living for your passion, are you even living though?